The county magistrate? Are you going to call the shots for me? This little doll is a goblin. This is the little doll who confused my granddaughter. That caused my granddaughter to jump into the river. You're talking nonsense, we're not monsters. We're here to save lives. Come to our grandson's rescue in the middle of the night. Who would believe me if I didn't beat you? The voice just fell. The villagers couldn't take it anymore. Lots of old women. Why is your heart so poisonous? Even this fairy sister is not spared. Don't think we don't know. The person who wants your granddaughter the most, it's you old woman. Originally, Shilly Baxiang bullied you all day long. I am dissatisfied with him. What a nice guy. People work hard. Discovered a way to increase food production. Let your family make a lot of money. But you kept kicking him out of the house. He even wanted to own the family property. Besides, your granddaughter was polluted by water. If it weren't for this little baby, the water houses in this river don't even know. How many people? I'm afraid it will swallow up our village. Old woman, you have to remember. Anyone can scold in this world. But you must not scold our little princess. Only then did everyone understand. It turns out that this is our longing kingdom. The little girl that the emperor had to hug in the upper court? But this night? Why did the little princess come here? The county magistrate swallowed his saliva when he saw this. Naturally, I don't believe what kind of princess this is. Men arrest me. Especially this little girl. Hear this. Standing in the back in the afternoon is really unbearable. Throwing a poker card at random. Daddy, why are you here? See, your highness. Long live your majesty, long live. Get up. I also made a private visit with the little princess as husband. Suddenly found a water house here. So I came here to kill the people. The common people are even more grateful. God, such a monarch and longing country is really us. The blessing that the people of longing country have cultivated in 8 lifetimes? Little heartless, came running alone at night. Again, I'm about to take action against your 2 little guards. Doesn't daddy blame him? It's my own stinky daddy. Bullying my little guard at every turn. HMPH? It's miserable to be an emperor, reluctant to punish my daughter. She cannot be punished. Okay, look at how well you protect the princess. Under good circumstances, I will not punish you. Besides, you are the new love, right? Take this money back to your mother and ask for a doctor. I will send someone to protect you and your family. Wait until your family is better. I'll send someone to pick you up for a job in the capital. I will appoint you as the servant of the Ministry of Agriculture, Guani for horses. From now on, he will be responsible for studying the production problems of the Ministry of Agriculture. I will also promote you. Although the court cannot accept the position of a girl for the time being. But let him start slowly with agriculture. Wait until he does something for the people, receive the approval of the people, after gaining a certain prestige in the court. Then promotion must come sooner or later. Thank you, your majesty. You must do your best. Dad. Bless your parents. Bring it to Jingju together then. I checked. The Qin family was once demoted for some things. Originally a member of the imperial court. I will surely atone for the sins of your father and mother. Hey, it's still my little princess. Recruited another talent for me. When I returned to the palace again, full of love all night long. Went out to play. So refreshing. I also found a talent for my father. Solve the worries. You can lie flat again. By the way, my father won't think I'm the one who announces the main announcement. Maybe kill me and my mother together. What's up? How could this little girl suddenly have such an idea? Isn't it obvious that I pet my daughter? Good night from tomorrow. Start going to the imperial study. How can I see you through, God? What's the matter? Is this already starting to test me? Gee, how scary. What to do with this scumbag? You don't really think I care about his broken throne, do you? I just want to lie down. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear anything. I'm still a baby, okay? By the way, just pretend to be asleep. My dad wouldn't bother me, right? That's it. Thinking of this night, I will directly show you to fall asleep on the spot. Forget it, let's not fight this little guy. But where am I going? Looking for a reliable successor? So I still have to let Wenwen see the memorial, right? Just hold it tomorrow. So the next morning, he was brought to the imperial study room in the evening. At first, he sat and listened. It turned out to be all about trivialities. So they just messed up. Man, take the little princess to the imperial garden to play with mud. Okay, son, thank you, father. Hump sample. I still want to fight with children. Who likes to watch your broken memorials? If I were the emperor, I must scold these officials first. Post this nonsense later. Deduct anger directly. Also, it's best to mark those folds, they're very tiring. So my father, there's also a lot of time every day to care about the 100. The surname is concerned about the army. My temper. Dad probably won't be able to listen. Forget it, let's not talk about it. When to play with mud. Maybe my father likes to talk to his ministers. How about interaction? Maybe my father liked his ministers. One day is like 3 autumn. Pass the memorial as a love letter? Stinky girl, since when do I like those old hairs? I often just strolled into the Imperial Garden here. I saw an irritating scene. Concubine Dun who is talking to her mother. Just think about it yourself. Concubine Xian, you actually pushed me into the water. My child. My child is going to die. Mother, it's alright. This has nothing to do with you. Don't be afraid. This princess. The doll in my belly is not my father's at all. And the child is already dead. It's swollen even if you're pregnant. And frame my mother. Really good abacus. At the same time, when Fei, who was fished up, passed through the imperial doctor to take his pulse. The child really has a problem. The emperor, the concubine Duanfei, laughed miserably. Listen to concubine Duan. When I was playing with concubine Xian at the Moonflower People. Fall into the lake. Then the child is gone. Ouch, my dad. This child is not yours. This kid belongs to the happy king who is a soldier. My poor parents. Dad got cuckolded. The mother has to carry the light of the child. It's really miserable. Fearful of new life, Emperor Xiaowu was immediately furious. If you have a miscarriage, go to the imperial doctor to see it. I am not a doctor. What do you want me to do? I know, I understand. My father didn't check what was going on. Did my father know that it wasn't his seed? Could he have discovered Xiao Yao long ago? The net has a heart. Nice. It looks like I don't have to find a way to save my mother. Thank you for the emperor's letter to the concubine. And that night, it should really just be 2 more drinks. I didn't drink Duanfei. In the afternoon, my brother wants to continue to explain, but in front of the evening, he couldn't go on. Ouch, my dad knows the explanation. This should be what the drawing book said about loving my father. Got it, it's hard to find. It seems that my father is still very smart. This recently, isn't it that the civil and military of the Manchu dynasty are clamoring to stand up? I guess. There will be more and more people targeting my mother. I hope you will treat my mother well. Otherwise, one slip will be hated forever. Lost the only woman in the harem who ever loved you. The family here is very sweet. And the other side, concubine Duan has been howling for a long time. I didn't expect the emperor to treat me like this. He didn't even care about his own children. Since he doesn't care, I'll go to the queen mother's place to make a fuss. Emperor Kong was obsessed with beauty. I don't know what evil it is. So regardless of 3721, concubine Duan dragged her seriously ill body. Here comes the queen mother again, the emperor who learned of this. I also came to Empress Dowager in a hurry. I just went in. I found that all the concubines in the harem had come. Ouch, my father is so lucky. This concubine looks better than each other. And my mother and the queen who died before. And concubine Shu. There should be 10 concubines, right? I'm suddenly a little curious. How good my dad was before I was born. So what's going on here? It seems that there's been no concubine in the palace for a long time. This is the only one who still wants to kill. Or someone else's cub? What a pity my dad got cuckolded. My mother is going to give him a hard time. Daddy is so pitiful. Be your daughter's sympathy for you for 3 seconds. Someone else's cub. Could it be that the emperor doesn't care? Because he knew this woman had cuckolded him. The next second will be past. HMPH, let you cuckold my father. See if I don't criticize you. Emperor, is the child in the concubine's belly really yours? It seems that there is no evidence. You will never admit it. It means to hurry up and take his pulse. Empress, the time of pregnancy is about 4 months. The children of the attached middle school should have been dead for more than half a month since the child does not float out. Body of the knife shaves weekly. The fox has died the cold. So afraid of death, I can't live today. Oh my god, the women in this harem are all fighting in the palace with their lives. That's terrible. Defei, what else do you have to say? The emperor has no concubines? The concubine really didn't lie to you. You mean the imperial doctor is lying? I didn't even enter your palace 3 months ago. Tell me how you got pregnant. Say who that man is. That being the case, please send the emperor down. Dear Bao, what should I do with it? Let's just send the frontier. It costs money to go to the coal palace. With the silver, you can. Common people. Maybe the family can eat enough for a year. My dad probably won't take my advice. After all, he's the emperor and can't hold his face. Oh, this harem. It's gloomy everywhere. If this isn't a harem again, this small and big have to open the altar. It may not be delivered in 3 days and 3 nights. In the future, it would be better if the concubine made mistakes and sent them out. Let the palace feel less resentful outside. Hear the newborn Emperor Xiaowu. I think the analysis is often in place. Then come according to Wan Wan. Send Delphi to the frontier. Concubine thanks the emperor. All the concubines also saw it. If they frame each other again in the future, or move concubine Xion again, you know the consequences. Finish this matter. Here comes another headache. Look at these folds, I finished reading them today. Tomorrow comes again, when will it end? Your Majesty, do you want to find an emperor? Z, let me help you share it. Okay, I'll take a look now. What are those for brats doing? Why can't they all enjoy life? I don't even have time to spend with my daughter. Unexpectedly, I saw the second prince carving as soon as I went out. The engraving is very good. Except my heir isn't an engraver. The third kid is very good at practicing martial arts, but I heard that one is nonsense. If this is sent to the battlefield to fight, that's not true. But if you let him share the burden for himself, I guess I have to be angry when I die. The sixth prince is good. Listen carefully to the class. This is the 99th time the sixth prince has said it. If you can't memorize it, what is it today? My mother. I'm going to have high blood pressure if I stay any longer. No, this booger picker is Lao Cha. How boring is he? Hateful. I gave him a small bowl of my excellent bloodline, right? The rest of the children are here to punish me. That being the case, then let Wen be the empress. Someone call the princess to the imperial study. Just say I got a baby. To give to his father. What baby? Let me see it. This is a tribute from the western region. It's a scroll set in gold. The characters inside are also golden. Open it and dance. The next time. In the afternoon, the first company exhibited several islands to Wong Wong. How is it? Do you like it? Like. Then accompany me to review the memorial together. Review 100 points for a baby. The emperor's little princess is still so young. That doesn't work. Yes, Daddy. I was so young. How can I review the memorials? I can't even read. Well, you can't read? Your ability is much greater than yours. Then forget it. Each of these treasures is worth thousands of dollars. You don't want it? I will see who is willing to review the memorial for me. I will give it to him now. Be my good boy. Let go of your hand. Ouch, man dies for wealth and bird dies for food. I've been pinched to death by my father in my life. I'll see how many treasures you have. There are more than a dozen treasures in total. I'm right here. Just do 10 or 20 days of work in the study. But my father has to work for the rest of his life. I will let him relax in the past 20 days. How did it go? The little brat has not been pinched by me. More than 500 memorials. I screened out 150 bullshit and 350 more. Watch 150 copies and then his father looked at 200 copies. Really nice. It's still so early today and the memorial is almost over. Daddy, your points are also ordinary people around Jincheng. Even the official. Is it the problem that the noble person suddenly falls unconscious at home? Yeah, that's kind of tricky. The Ministry of Criminal Justice has been investigating. If only one or two people have this problem. Could be coincidence, but now it seems. According to incomplete statistics, there should be close to thousands of people. This has happened. Not a small amount. Little stool, go and call Ling Hu Yue. No and obey. I heard that there is a wolf called the Arctic Wolf in heaven and earth. This wolf is terrifying once clarified. Will suck human yang. And you need a lot of yang at once. But this Arctic Wolf is a good thing. If this is the case. But the other party brought him a baby. I always feel that this should have something to do with Wu Qiguo. This time it must be thoroughly checked. Otherwise, those people always think that Longing Kingdom is easy to bully. What's the matter with the little princess looking for me? Beautiful brother. Use your network. Go and find out about this for me. I suspect this is the same as harming my emperor before. It's about my grandmother's debut. I'll give you a cultivation talisman value after checking it out. Can be within an hour. Cultivation speed reached 10 times. Oops, I just arrived at practice recently. Bottleneck, this blessing is coming at a good time. Okay, summer vacation must be determined for the little princess to go through hesitation. Ouch, it's nice to have a daughter. What a relief. Unlike those stinky sons who only pick booger. Dad finished reading the book so early today. Let's go eat at Aunt Xiaoyu's place. Then take my mother with you. I'm Mrs. Hibiscus Roastfish. It's been a long time since I left the palace. My mother to change clothes. Here we go. In a blink of an eye, everyone came to Kowloon. I see this family for coming out for dinner. He actually let his daughter stand. Forget about standing. And bring tea and water for your family? Lanking you, this water is so hot. Are you trying to burn me to death? Brother, I'm sorry. I'm just so hungry. That's why I accidentally spilled the water. Are you hungry? Reward you with a big bone. Go and eat. I knock, this is the stepmother. It's okay to be a stepmother. I'm afraid this father is not his own, right? Don't even bother. But the name linking you is so familiar. Oh yes, this little girl seems to be. Is it the genius doctor next to the heroine? The girl grew up black. He became a miracle doctor. The records in her original medical book are very cowhide. The original book also records that this is his stepmother. Dad doesn't like this little girl either. Lanking you is a drag bottle. My baby, this is another talent for me. Since you two don't like this little girl so much, why don't you give him to me? I am willing to pay 10 taels of silver. You know that men are born childless. With all due respect, life without children. Whose son is this? It is recommended to check it out. There should be a surprise. That's not possible. Absolutely impossible. Where are you from, little girl? I'm actually looking for Ya Jompian here. Daddy, in fact, mine often takes advantage of you when you are not at home. Sneak into Lao Wang's house next door. Then they come back the next day. Little Hoof, are you looking for someone outside behind my back? See if I don't beat you up. What if you dare that your son is not your own? Haven't you still called your father after all these years? And don't you know how many caddies you have? Do you still want to have a son? You still obediently leave your assets to my son. Child Bar, the man at this time is really regretful and angry, because he's not just raising his son for someone else, he also sold his only daughter. The key is that it is still seen as a joke by many people. My own daughter is the father's mistake. Daddy shouldn't treat you like this. My father sold me without hesitation just now. I'm already a princess now. Are you sure that's 2 pieces of silver? I have nothing to do with you after this. Nice job, little girl. From now on, you will follow my daughter and take good care of her. Don't want your scumbag father. The girl's eyes flashed with hope at the end of the year. She stares at the evening. I think this should be the master who will treat her well. Hibiscus grilled fish is here. In addition, the little princess. You try the new dish I just researched. No, I heard right? You just call him little princess. Could this be Longyan? The emperor's favorite little princess. I'm a blessing in disguise. And Xiaoyu. Is this Hot Pot? My new dish doesn't have a name yet. Since you said it was Hot Pot, it's an apt name. Then call it Hot Pot. Little princess, let me help you pick up vegetables and feed you to eat. Don't feed him. Come to Bulbul, brother Hey Humph. I still don't know your little thought, brat. Gallantry. Rape or theft. Daddy, you're hungry. You eat first. Brother Chen. Sister Lang Yue and Yue, please sit down. Let's eat Hot Pot together. Sing Xiaomoken, sit down silently. Someone's vinegar jar is overturned again. Brat, I haven't asked you to do it yet. But your majesty, I am the prince's bodyguard. Only obey the princess. Yes, Dad. He's my bodyguard. I made him do it. Okay, then you sit down. Thank you, Emperor Brat. Thank you for finding a time to fall asleep late at night. See if I beat you. As for serving my daughter, it's supposed to be scary. Tired of this late summer? Yeah, that's it. After the exhaustion of the project minister, I often find an uglier guard. The former concubine on the side is about to suffer internal injuries. Isn't it easy? I was almost laughed to death by these 3 people after eating a meal. And how is the business in your store? It doesn't seem like it used to be. I don't know why. Wang Ling gazed at the room. The last time I came, I found that the wealth was prosperous. This time it feels like something is missing. The foreign style and look of your house have been borrowed. People who come in will feel uncomfortable all over. So no matter how delicious the food is, it can't keep people. Annie, I will give you a piece of lucky paper. But except for this lucky paper. Need other things. What else do you need? Little princess, just say. One by one will be satisfied. I also need a man with yang. Birthday horoscopes must match this. How come? I suddenly thought, this is the birthday of my second uncle. This little guy's ability to lie is really not good. But how can a little guy be so cute? The doll is good skin. 100 million go first. And 100 million gave you a golden doll. I'll give you this golden doll. It's a bear. Thank you, En. Ha ha ha, you can sleep with gold at night. No. Daddy will call you another day later. Then you have to sleep with the one I gave you. At the same time, the Taoist priest playing Wu Kaibo, suddenly a wicked smile. Longing Valley and Keika, wait. The foxes from last time were subdued by you. I don't believe the Arctic wolf this time. You can still handle. You have to turn your country upside down. It's often dark when you go back here. clear water. Source. Hey, dear Bao, you sing so well. In the future, Dad will directly hold a singing contest for you. Can the general hold on? So far, so good. But he's coming, we have to run. Otherwise, we won't see the sun tomorrow. It's the voice of my uncle. Big uncle, big uncle. Get on the carriage. As soon as I see that it is my lucky star, Uncle suddenly felt at ease. How come? Does the injury on your body matter? I've been investigating the crime department recently. A lot of young people have been killed so far. Both men and women. I just found some clues. I was slandered by that woman. But the woman is very beautiful. This whole continent. She's not as good looking as this guy. It's the best looking I've ever seen. Uncle, you don't like him, do you? Maya is still pregnant. Don't mess around or I'll beat you first. No, little princess. I'm describing the abnormality of that guy's beauty. Not like a person. And according to the victim's family. That guy seduces men all at once. Seduce a woman at once. As long as you are over 16 years old. Basically spoil the hands. Uncle explained. Suddenly, I just felt a pain in my chest. Often look at the paw prints on his body. Suddenly I understand everything. This looks like the paw print of the Penang wolf. The beetle nut is a type of wolf that lives in the north. Due to perennial ice, causing the long print of the northern ice wolf to look like snowflakes. This is a very good-looking wolf. In order to cultivate, you need to suck people's young energy for a long time. Emperor Xiaowu's chest hurt after hearing it. In the past, he really could only tolerate this kind of thing. Tried to avoid negotiating with Uncle. But now there are often. He really didn't want to put up with it, but I'm afraid of being hurt later. Late night? Your lucky address can make paw prints disappear in an instant. What is this? My dad is so naive. It's the basics, okay? Don't worry. Daddy and daughter cover you. Wu Qibo dares to bully us again. Daughter help you kill him. It's good to be there often. The little princess is coming, he is coming. Let's run. If it wasn't for Ling Hu Yue blocking it for me just now, I'm afraid I've already gone to see Tai Nai. The voice just fell. I was seriously injured and fell to the ground in May. So arrogant little one. The kid's eyes are not fully developed yet. You shouldn't see that we are in a row. Let's talk about how to divide the remaining to people first. We want to enjoy it fairly. Can't coax later. That little brat looks a little more cultivated. It will taste good. We 25 men enjoy it together. The other one is not capable. Let's divide it into 5 people. The stinky wolf cubs look down on me. Don't wait for me to rise in the future. Hee hee, this northern ice wolf is a good thing. Wolf hair can be used to make clothes. Wolf heart can be used to increase cultivation. Wolf blood can be used for skincare products. It is said that even the eyeball can be used as a baby. You said Wukigwo put these beetle nuts over. Are you going to be our baby? Hump the pile from last time. The fox doesn't know who let it go. It's almost caught by the bandits of Longing Kingdom. I'm not going to keep this wolf. Going to make some little brats. Don't be arrogant to me. Everyone give it to me. Catch this little brat for today's celebration party. Chongyang, the boy was bounced back by a full stream of fluorescent light. And close your eyes at night. Directly an invisible sword mirror is directly facing them. Am I good? Since you can't eat me, I'm going to eat you. The big fairy and the little ones are not sensible. Offended Daxian, I'm so sorry. The little ones got it wrong. Don't dare again next time. Who is your master? Who brought you here? I know. The northern ice wolf often lives in Wu, the perennial freezing place in Kigwo. You come here? I must have come here because I couldn't get along there anymore. Humph. Since you don't want to say, so be it. I'll reward whoever says it first. Only one chance. One say I say, Prince of Wukigwo. He is a Taoist priest under him. That Taoist priest will raise the ancient city. We are controlled by the ancient city. You traitor. That's good for us. Tell us about such a great place. The people here have more yang than Wu. Kigwo is much stronger. How could he just leak it to him? Nice job. Come here. Ichiwe Luo, the wolf cub came over trembling slightly. It can be seen that this wolf cub is the thinnest one. I guess I was bullied a lot in the team. Often pick up the talisman. Stick to the forehead of the little wolf cub. Only see the next second. The wolf cub rolled on the ground in pain. But after a moment, the bone worm crawled out of the body. Little wolf cub, if you sign a contract with me. I dare not you.